Hello everyone, welcome back once again. In this video we will look at Node.js Express application inside the Visual Studio 2019. But before we get started, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. But before we begin, we will have a look at some bits and pieces. So what is Node.js? So this for the folks that don't know anything about Node.js. So Node.js is a server-side JavaScript runtime environment that executes JavaScript server side. So in this Node.js, so once you working with the Node.js application, you're gonna come across a lot npm. So we're also gonna have a look at what npm is. So npm is the default package manager for the Node.js. The package manager makes it easier for developers to publish and share source code of Node.js libraries, and is designed to simplify installation, updating and uninstallation of libraries. So now we've actually know what is Node.js. So basically, what is an Express or Node.js Express application? So Node.js Express application is a web application framework used as a server framework for Node.js to build web applications. Express allows you to choose different front-end frameworks to create a UI, such as the PUG, formerly called the Jade. So in this video we will be using the patch or the PUG. So to get started, let's look at the prerequisites of this application that we're about to run or build. So first, you must have at least Visual Studio 2019 installed. So if you've got that bit sorted out yet, then there's one more thing that you have to make sure is sorted out, which is make sure that you have got a Node.js installed. So you can do that, or you can have a look at it by coming inside the tools and clicking on get tools and features. So once you're prompted, you click on the yes, then this bit will be opened. The Visual Studio installer will be opened. So from here you'll be able to find out if you've got a Node.js installed. So as you can see here, we have the Node.js development. So if this bit is not checked already, make sure you check this bit, download and install it before you come back to the Visual Studio. So if this bit is sorted out, then we can close the installer. Then we can actually get to it properly. So in general, Visual Studio automatically detects the installed Node.js runtime. If it doesn't detect an installed runtime, then you can configure the project to reference the installed runtime in the properties page, which we will have a look at later on. So to get started, or to create our first Node.js Express application, we come into the file, create a new project as usual. So we come to the new project dialog. So here you'll be able to select what language you want to use. So in this case we'll select JavaScript here. So here you have a couple of Node.js applications. So this is the one we're actually looking at, the basic Node.js Express 4 application. So we scroll down, we should see a couple of applications. Okay, that's not it. So we select this bit here, we click on the next, and here of course you can make changes to the project name in terms of, you can configure the project in terms of renaming the project, setting up a location, and naming the solution, or setting up the solution for the project. If this is all sorted out, then we can click on the create. So this might take a few moments for everything to set up so as you can see here now, we've got a project created, and from the solution explorer, as you can see, it's a very simple project. So we go through all the folders before we actually run it, or we can run it first before we go through the folders. So we're going to run this bit before we actually look at what is inside. So we can run it by clicking on F5 or clicking on this button here. So as you can see, we have it running now, and it's a basic. It's printing out just Express. Welcome to Express. So there's nothing much really going on. So we're going to stop it now and have a look at what is actually going on inside our solution. So the first bit here, once you open the new project, you get this app.js created. So let's take this as the configuration file for the application. So this is where all the necessary setups is done, like the view engine, setting up the fave icon and whatnot. So if you look inside here, you see that there's a lot of settings here. So you can take it as if you're working on a .NET Core application, you can take this bit as the startup.cs. So this is pretty much the same. So first we look at the public folder. So inside the public folder here, we have the images, JavaScript, and the styles sheet. So here you can put your images and JavaScript and whatnot. Then we've got the routes or the routes. So here we have got a bit of scripts. So this is an index.js. So this is like the link for an index, for the index, or your domain/index link. So as you can see here, so once the request is being sent, this is what you get. So we render this bit here with the title Express. So here we're just gonna make this change here. We're just gonna put this Express money, so we will see what actually prints out. So we have got another file here, which is the user. So this is the user link. So if you want to go to the user page, right, then we've got the views. So this contains the view files and the layout files. So as you can see, or as I said earlier on, the PUG link extension, this is where you find it. So let's have a look at the index. So here we actually extends the layout, and then we put all the content inside this block. So as you can see here, the content is nothing but just a welcome message. So we can put something here as well, just to see where it's actually coming from. So you can just leave this bit here. Yeah. So we have our layout. So it's the usual stuff. We've got the head, the body. So as you can see, the body will contain this block content. So if you come inside here, this is the block that we actually declared. So this is where this will be inserted here once the request is being made. So as you can see, we have the app.js here, which I actually explained the first time. So now we're going to run it to see what actually comes out. So if the changes that are made will actually be reflected. So as you can see here now, I have got the Express changed, and here the title is to change the Express money. So the only change that I made on the Express bit here is reflected on all the other pages, right? So that, yeah, that's on the index.js here. So the express money that I actually put here is actually reflected on all the other pages. So as you can see here now, it's very simple stuff. So you can actually get started with yourself and have a look at what is actually going on, and you can look at this and build on your knowledge. So I'll leave it here. If you haven't subscribed, please make sure you do, and catch up on the next video. Bye bye.